Qsp. Got this nice new box. Man, these spin well too. I don't know what that means. Most likely nothing, but here's a Mamba version 2 or V2 D2 blade JG10 handle. Alright, let's see what's up. Stickers, schematics. Like the schematics, right? Allows me to talk about stuff that I don't know nothing about. 8 inches overall, pretty big knife. D2 steel, 3.5 inch blade, 4.5 inch handle. The liner lock. It's got a lanyard hole. Yeah, come on. I mean, on a first glance, I wouldn't think it was that big a knife. It feels like not a big knife, but I think it's just lengthy. Let's get the blade out. It's got some jimping on the flipper tab. No back spacers. It's got skeletonized liners, steel liners in it. Recessed pocket clip, crown screws, lanyard hole. All right, now let's see that blade. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get what they're doing here. It's only one way in. That's through that flipper tab. Nice and tight. I don't think I can fail it. It's got the actions tuned perfectly. Yeah, nice detent. Once that ball breaks, that detent ball, that thing flies open. Nice little swedge on the blade up here. It's attractive, looks good. I like this look on the pivot too. Makes it look like a rivet. Only machined on the non-show side. I like it. Need to talk them into doing these screws same way. All right, let's get in it. Come on. Come on. Two T6s. Got one in this barrel spacer here, and then the one in the back of the pocket clip. Oh, let's check that clip real quick. How's our tension? I mean, it's pretty good. We should be good. Yep. Yeah, Qsp greases their knives, and so that's fine. I mean, listen, they've been making knives a long time. They surely know better than me, but I like to clean them up and put my lightweight oil on them. It seems to put a little sparkle in the action on these. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna clean all this grease up out of here. Beautiful finish on this D2. Got it looking like old school tool steel. Yeah, wonderful finish on there. I did one of these not too long ago, and it had some blemishes on the blade, and I think this one does as well. And I have, yeah, there's some small, see them, small blemishes here. I have pretty good success with my simple formula of hot water and Dawn dishwashing detergent. If they're really stubborn, I can heat up that blade with just hot water and use some WD-40 on it. So I've got that as an extra backup to deal with that. A little WD-40 on a really hot blade will tend to get those marks out, which makes you realize that it's not really a blemish in the steel. And I've repaired them too many times to consider them a blemish. They're not a blemish. There's some chemical, or it's not a flaw in the steel. And I used to think that it was. But the Tucson seller is the one that got me on that. He had me using WD-40 and really hot water, and I introduced the Dawn to it. And what I found was Dawn, 90% of it, Dawn will get it off. I'm going to try a little ethanol here on this inside liner. It's got some little gobbledygook marks here that come off instantly with some ethanol. And you know what? I don't know what that is. I just know that if you rub on it, it won't necessarily come off. But a little ethanol will clean that stuff right up off there. And of course, I'm wiping the heck out of it off camera. How about it? All right. Well, I am going to go off camera now. I'm going to go take this blade, and we are going to get these marks off of there. These little blemishes here. All right. Be right back. Okay. So here we go. Towel. Yeah. Gone. Yeah, buddy. I mean, that was a huge victory when D-Win turned me on to that, because, man, I've been looking at those marks for years and had blades that on knives that I had collected years ago that still had those marks on them. And now I didn't go dig out every knife I had and fix them. I still have probably some Tucsons that I collected years ago that have those little blemishes on there. But, when I get the knives out and I see it, I know exactly how to get it off. And does it work after, on a knife that I've had for 5 years? Yep, sure does. Yep, just some hot water and Dawn, man. And I don't know what finally got me to get after D-Win about it, but it was just some knife that I probably really liked, and then I got it, and especially in 14C, it had those Mars on it, and I was like, hey man, I've got this knife, and I say he, it could be a she, man, I don't know him personally, but he just said, hey, try some hot water and WD-40. And I tried that and some Dawn because I wanted to wash the WD-40 off the blade, you know what I mean? And man, it came right off, and I was like, get out of here. And so I'm pretty sure it's batting 1,000. Every knife that I've had, those blemishes on, that I've done that to, it's taken the blemish off. So I don't even, it's not even a marred blade to me at this point. I hear and see people talk about it, but it's not legit. It just needs to be cleaned off. Now, I suppose there's something, that they shouldn't be sending me a knife with that on there. Yeah, I'm okay. I can't. Well, I'm not going to argue that point, I guess. You know, you should ship a finished product, right? Which includes, you know, cleanup and tuning and all the little details, right? But you know, if they did that, I'd be out of a job because I truly love doing this, and so yeah, I'm okay. Just keep doing what you do, man, and then I'll keep doing what I do. I'll give me a new knife, take it apart, and play with it and clean it. All right, I'm gonna check this. Yeah, it's pretty locked up. Might be just a hair too tight. Let's find out. Whew. Nice. QSP's bringing it, right? Wonderful action, centered blade. And of course now everything looks stunning. You look fabulous. Yeah, buddy. Those polished liners. That is a good look. I mean, look at it. Just dancing in the lights here. It's a beauty. And, you know, wait till you find the price. Let's talk about this action. I mean, B plus, it's good. Way better than average. Pretty hydraulic, snappy. Needs a little coax to get closed. Ergonomics. So this jimping, ooh, is it good stuff. Yeah, it's hard to get past it. Not quite combat, but hard to get past it. Very grippy. Nice finger guard created by the flipper tab. So not so confident, very confident. I mean, I'm going to run it right up to a confident grip. It's nice. It's got a great reverse grip that caps naturally with the thumb, you know, for a good, you know, that whole thing. And then, yeah, it's got a nice reverse Pakal grip, you know, good hammer grip, a good posture to tear, defend. Nice. Wonderful. Let's check the pocket clip. Pocket clip check. We already know it's going to run like the wind. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Very smooth. Jean size material. It's a little loose, man. I could tighten that up. Yeah, it's just tiny loose. Yeah, maybe a little adjustment was due. And whew, yeah, F5 in the thick stuff now, and definitely a dryer clip here in the pocket. Yeah, that thing. I mean, I could throw it in the dryer, tumble it around, and 30 minutes later take it out, and that would still be there. So it runs wonderfully. What about safety? Make sure we don't have any blade contact. Nah, the tip's recessed, and the pocket clip is awesome. Wonderful tension on it. And I'm confident that as long as this knife is closed, let's check that detent on the bottom. Yeah, sucks it right in there. As long as the knife's closed, I can manhandle it, put my hands all over it, and I don't have any risk of running into that sharp edge. Let's check that sharp edge. Come on, D2 steel. Yeah, that's wonderful edge. So nice. I'm not even gonna bother trying to deburr it or put a strap on it. Let's talk price and availability. So where are these, and what do you got to expect to pay for one of these wonderful Mamba V2s? Really good looking budget knife too. Okay, you ready? I knew it was going to be a thing with this piece. So the QSP Mamba V2, D2 steel, JG10, It's got all this wonderful polished liners, good ergonomics, great action. Um, these come in right around 40 bucks. I think just north of the $40 mark. Yeah, come on, man. That's a great price for a budget piece that, I mean, could definitely hang in a pocket for sure. Interesting. And it's got this nice swedge. It's attractive. Cool. Appreciate y'all watching.